big-time win against the Green Bay Packers to bring them back to 5-5. That kicked off Week 11. Here we are in week dozen. And you take a look at the slate. There's the Steelers and the Broncos highlighting the late afternoon games, along with two 5-5 teams, and the Dolphins and the Colts. That's huge in the AFC and the NFC North. The rest of the NFC North plays each other in the final game of Sunday. Are you all right?
What's the matter with you?
You just can't stop
got me crying, man. It's something like when you're spending so much time together, your family, you love each other. You know each other to the root. We all knew. Everybody else was like, yeah, you can get it, coach. We said, when Kurt gets in here, it's not going to be that.
That's right.
Contrarian.
He just said on air, 9 catches, 188 yards. I mean, he didn't hit either one of those things.
Throw a dog a bone once in a while.
Hold on. If we're just going to get a little bit.
I'm crying, guys. I can't.
Cooper tied his record for catches.
He shattered
and
the
smashed
record.
his record for yards.
But that wasn't the ball.
See,
the point is to smash.
If McCoy would have thrown for 30 more yards and 3 more touchdowns, I would have got mine too.
If my chicken had lips, it could whistle. So,
amen.
All right.
Amen. I'm with you.
Oh my God.
All right, chicken the whistler.
Okay.
You start us off on
I got a storyline here.
What do you have?
It's on the NFC North now. Big game if you haven't heard. The Green Bay Packers at the Vikings. Remember they tied already. Remember Clay Matthews had the body weight penalty and they tied. Bears are putting pressure on these two teams. They're 8-3. They're running away with it seems. But there's also pressure on these two quarterbacks, right? Kurt, your cousin, and Aaron Rodgers. These are two of the highest paid guys in our league, and you pay quarterbacks to take your teams to the playoffs and win games. And you know what? The winner stays alive in the wild card race. The loser will require a miracle to get back in it. This is a huge game over there in the NFC.
And for me, I'm going to look at the NFC East and looking at the Super Bowl champion specifically. I know we talk every year about this Super Bowl hangover, and every team wants to say, there's nothing to it. Well, I can tell you there's something going wrong in Philly. And now here come the New York Giants, who started the season 1-7, and they've got a chance to send the champs from first to worst if they beat the Eagles today.
And I will go to Carolina and talk about that matchup between two similar quarterbacks in gifts and talent. That's Cam Newton and Russell Wilson. And guys, listen now. These guys are right now, since they got into the league, second and third in wins. You remember just a few short years ago, we were talking about these guys taking over that mantle for being the top quarterbacks in the league. And in 2013, Super Bowl, 14, Super Bowl, 15, MVP, and a Super Bowl. That's all we were talking about was Cam Newton and Russell Wilson, the new style quarterbacks. Now we're talking about Jared Goff and Patrick Mahomes. Not only are they playing in a wild card game, they are going to play a wild game to grab that card so they can go and get a chance. Get a chance to face Jared Goff and possibly Patrick Mahomes and say, give me back my spot, because the national news is all about those young guys. I love how I get into
Preach, Michael, preach.
Fights that's deeper than the fight. I take the game and make it a fight deeper than the fight, and these guys got a big fight today as they fight each other.
This is what happens when the Cowboys are already in the barn with a win.
That's right. I'm comfortable.
I'm comfortable. This is what happens.
Excitement around here.
Wow, you got wound up already.
Yeah, that's a 5-6 seeded matchup right now in the NFC.
And then Nightly's going to win the division. No chop.
I just want to point out the number of 5-5 teams in the AFC that are on the field today. Obviously, the Ravens against the Raiders. We'll see what Lamar Jackson looks like in his second consecutive start. The Bengals have fallen off. The Browns are coming back off the bye week. Bengals are 5-5. And then the Dolphins and Colts 5-5 against each other. Colts could be above 500.
Andrew Luck's playing well.
This is parity.
He's back.
Right?
Yeah.
This is parity.
So keep an eye on all of that. Steve Wyche